Alright, this will be a quick update. It is 11:18 Eastern Time here in the States. I don't normally do live videos this late, at least not on a weekday, but I wanted to do this before I forget, or as we say in New York, forget about it. So, I have an update about doing a full install with McCool Linux. First of all, let's see who's in the house here. Coding Commanders! Ah, of course! How are you? Happy Valentine's Day, Coding. I'm glad you're on. LJ Pellegrino is in the house. Excellent. How's my mic? Check, check, test, test. Let's see. Check in level meters. Looks good. Okay, alright. Good, good, good. So how's everybody doing? So, Coding, did you spend Valentine's Day by the beach? Where you should be? All right, let's okay. Let's get a transition here. There we go. Where else would you be on V-Day? I know, duh, me. You played D&D. D&D, D&D. What is D&D? You got me. Coding. What is D&D? TJ Wolf, welcome. Anyway, Coding, I'm sending you a virtual bottle of Valentine's Day champagne. So there you go. Alright, so this won't be a long one. I have an update. I'm trying to install McCool Linux in my Toshiba laptop. I took a screenshot. It's kind of fuzzy. I just used a single light bulb for this. This is a Toshiba satellite. This originally had, I think, Windows 7 on it. I think. I can't remember. 4 gigs. Dual core. Ah, Dungeons and Dragons. Got it, got it. Okay, okay. I do not play Dungeons and Dragons on Valentine's Day? Really? Okay, so that's what chicks like today, huh? Next time I meet a girl up here, I'm going to say, hey, do you like Dungeons and Dragons? Okay, maybe not. So, I'm just kidding, Coding. Happy Valentine's Day. I hope you had a great day. Okay, so let me get to the point of this late night stream. I did a full install of Makulu Linux on my Toshiba laptop. The install process was fine, not a problem. Took about 10 minutes to install, dual boot with Windows 10. Rebooted, make sure I could boot into Windows 10 and into Makulu. You're just square as. Got it. Okay. Let's see, you make me lose my train of thought, Coding. Geez, girls always do that to me. Tim F is in the house. Well, thank you, Tim. Thank you. Well, I didn't think you guys would be on tonight, but you know what? This is such a great community. Hello, Rose. How are you? Fidel Arnold, welcome. You guys are late. Cody's talking dirty to me on Valentine's Day, but nah. So shit. Anyway, getting back to my point, I installed Makulu Linux as a full install in my Toshiba laptop, satellite laptop. Full install, do booting Windows, everything's fine. Blah blah blah. I went to run the updates, as you should. After you do an install, you run the updates. It would not run the updates. It said I was not connected to the internet, but I was. So I rebooted again. I turned on and off my internet adapter, wireless adapter. Still could not connect to the internet. I rebooted back into Windows 10. Connected fine. Booted back into Makulu Linux. could not connect to the, I didn't try the hardwire. I did not connect my Ethernet cord straight to the computer. That was not the point of having a portable laptop if you're stuck with the cord. So to make a long story short, I think somebody had problems installing it or something. I didn't have any problems. Installation was smooth as silk. I could not connect to the internet to do the updates. I fiddled with it. I probably could have figured it out. Was not in the mood. So to make a long story short, I deleted Makulu Linux. Now, your mileage may vary. Linux distros are predictably unpredictable. If you do a full install of Makulu Linux, it may be just fine. For me, the install went fine. I could not connect to the internet, and that was the end of that. So that is my quick update on Makulu Linux. I think someone did install it and ran okay. One of the subscribers to the channel, TJ Wolf, Isaiah, welcome. So yeah, that was my full install success / failure of Makulu Linux using the Windows edition of Makulu Linux, installing it on this Toshiba laptop. I wish I could have got it to work the way I wanted to, but that is gone. I probably would not have kept it anyway. Nothing wrong with it because it does look like, sort of reminds you of Windows, which is okay. It's great for a beginner newbie. But I think my next test install of this machine will be it'll be MX17 Rose. I have tested it. That's fine. What am I going to... Oh, Peppermint OS. Yeah. So in this machine, I am going to test Peppermint OS. So as far as Makulu Linux goes, I still recommend at least to try it. For me, it just didn't work out. So Coding Commander says, you cleared the board of 8 enemies with your fireball. That's how my night ended. I guess that's good when you're playing Dungeons and Dragons. I have a vision, Coding. You're out with your loved one or a date on Valentine's Day, and you're playing Dungeons and Dragons on your smartphone. And the guy's saying, oh, jeez, really? So, anyway, I'm just kidding. You tried Makulu in a VM after I saw a video and same no connection. Okay. All right, Tim. I tested it off a USB stick, a bootable USB. Did not have an issue. So maybe this is a bug in the system. So maybe it was not your ineptness, Tim. Honestly, I don't know. I was kind of disappointed, but, you know, at least try it. Coding Commander says no date. I didn't have one either, to be honest. Had errands to do today and stuff. Anyway. You watched Moana. What's Moana, Rose? Moana. He was at a comic book store playing with the other square. Ah, got it. We don't have comic book stores. In fact, we don't have any bookstore in town. The last one shut down years ago. There's one close. Well, the closest one will be in Pittsburgh. But I did not make it to Pittsburgh today. So yeah. All right, so that's my end result for Makulu Linux. I'm going to check out Peppermint because when I tested that off a bootable USB stick, it absolutely flew. They don't read by you. They don't read by me. Read by me? There's no bookstore here, Coding. Yeah, we used to have a, was it a Walden's or what was it? No, it wasn't Walden's. I can't remember. It was years ago. Oh, a movie like Frozen. Okay, Rose, got it. Yeah. excuse me, I did not see Frozen. The closest bookstore coding would be Barnes and Noble. Yeah, it's about 30 miles from here. It's not too far, but just far enough out of the way where it isn't like I can get into the car, be there 5 minutes, quick, you know. You got all dressed up for the V-Day game. There is a pic on your Twitter. You got all dressed. Ah, you're always inappropriate. Well, did you go dressed up like in tank top and shorts? I mean, it is Florida, so. I would have gone dressed up in my casual, you know, polo shirt. I have a pink polo shirt that I haven't worn in a while, and probably some casual pants, but did not make it out today. It was kind of rainy all day. It was kind of gloomy, actually. Yeah. Mona is a 2016 American 3D computer animated musical fantasy film produced by Walt Disney. Ah, got it. Got animation released by Walt Disney Pictures. Understood. Nikolai Pavlov, how are you? Dobre veche, Nikolai. Did I say that right? Good morning or good day or something like that. I think that's Russian. Now watch, I probably said a bad word by mistake. Well, I'll be doing another joint deal with Tom's. Tim, for some reason, Tom and I from Switch to Linux are cursed, at least when trying to get together. We had one lined up this past Sunday night. We emailed each other. We were good to go, and literally at the last, almost the last minute, he says something came up with his family or cousin or something. It wasn't serious, but he could not join. So since I had it scheduled, I jumped on it. I went solo. So I don't know, Tim, if we're ever going to get our schedules to match. He's busy doing his thing. I'm busy doing my thing. And yeah, Tim, we're going to try again sometime this century. We'll see what happens. I mean, he's good enough to do them on their own, and so am I. But it would be nice to finally get together and do the Life in Linux podcast. FM Jan X. Well, hello. I believe this is your first time on the show. Welcome, if it is. And everybody say hello to FM Jan X. How are you? Oh, okay. Now you never actually made it to the live stream. Everybody, there is a custom on the Tostoday show. If you are new, you must say hello to the newbie. So welcome, FM. Glad to have you aboard. This is awesome. I'm so glad I jumped on this late. I really didn't think, except coding would be here, since coding's the true nerd. FM, thank you. You went through a birthday party Saturday at a high class restaurant with a gold-plated moon mouth and wore jeans and t-shirt. I wore a sexy dress and shiny from the D&D game. You wore a sexy dress for the D&D game. Okay, must be a Florida thing. Dobro utro. Good morning. Thank you, Nikolai. Dobre veche. Dobro veche. I knew I was close. Okay, Nikolai, thank you. Tim says, just my opinion, you two make a great pair, one of the best. Tim, thank you. That is really nice of you. Yeah, we have good rapport, me and Tim, or yeah, me and Tom. I mean, we do. Me and Tom. The same way that me and Spatry had a good chemistry thing going back and forth. Yes, everybody, make sure you say hello to FM. I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, as far as Tim, thank you. As far as me and Switch getting together, hopefully sometime this year. But yeah, hopefully soon. You're just I need to do a Life in Linux show with Coding Commander as special guest. But I'm going to have to block her out because she will be dressed inappropriately. You have good chemistry with your best friend. Okay, awesome. Cool. Good chemistry is always better than bad chemistry, right? Absolutely. I might have to get a drink of water. I'll be right back. You guys keep chatting. I'm going to grab a drink. I'll be right back. Alright, I cannot believe how much I drink in the wintertime. Between water and Pepsi and ginger ale, I think it's the furnace. The air is so dry. It's, oh, pizza loving nerd, you came in the house. You came on the chat. Cool, 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 cool. You should make a video about Suse Studio. I think I've looked at it in the past. I think, I don't know. Do it quick, it's gone tomorrow. You should change your name to Pizza so someone will easy me. Someone will oh man. Coding, you're an angel. Thanks, I've lost my train of thought for the rest of the night, Coding. Thank you, friend. Oh man. Jeez, I'm choking. Gee. Okay, for tomorrow's show, you made the world's crappiest stream. Well, why did you do that, Pizza? Hi, William. Suse Studio is shutting down. Oh, well then forget about it. I won't touch it. Will Spatry return? I don't know, to be honest. I don't know. It's been over a year. I really don't know, Tim. Yeah, I hope he's okay, number one. Beyond that, I don't know. I miss doing the news and nonsense. Angle with the horn. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. Step 1, add 8 wallpapers to a folder. The horns, yes. I got it, Coding. Add the pictures and set it to change a wallpaper. Do it tonight, it's gone. Pizza, I'm not going to do it tonight. No. I'm not going to. No, I'm going to do this. Chat with you guys a little bit more, and that's it. I am done. You're sad, the Suse Studio. Yes, now that you guys have told me, I am sad. I will not sleep good tonight, and that'll be the end of my sleep for tonight because Suse Studio is shutting down. Coding, what distro do you use again? I think you mentioned it, but I can't remember. Switch! Speak of the devil himself is in the house. You're not commenting on... Yep. I'm going to have coding on the Life in Linux show, the adult edition or semi-adult edition. See, you know, and just throw in every innuendo that we could throw in. I think that'll be fun. Yeah. We were just talking, Switch, on how to get our schedules to match. We've had a couple comments of when you and I can get together. I said it's probably sometime this year. There should be an Ubuntu Studio. I think there is. Pizza, right? Yeah. You missed that my obnoxious notification went off. Oh, that's how you knew I came on, right? Switch, we were actually talking about I did the full install. I know you came on late, but I did a full install on my Toshiba test machine. This is an older dual core, 4 gig of RAM. I installed Makulu Linux. I could not get it to connect to the internet. The install process went fine. I did it as a dual boot. I rebooted several times. I could boot back into Windows, into Makulu. Not a problem. Not a problem. Smooth. Could not do the updates because it could not connect. It didn't feel like troubleshooting it, and that was the end of Makulu Linux. I deleted Makulu Linux. So that's it. That's my full install test of Makulu Linux. Yeah, Switch, this sometime this year is probably going to work. Yeah. See, this is what happens when you have two popular channels. See, like if we were nobody, you know, we could, you know, probably do a live show every night. But no, we have to be famous. Well, semi-famous. I don't know, Switch, which wireless is in my Toshiba. I did not have a problem with Linux Mint. Did not have a problem with Ubuntu. I don't know. I'd have to look it up. I think I installed Linux Lite too. But yeah, I don't know which is in there, Switch. All I know is with other Linux distros it was not an issue. Of course, Windows is fine. If you are nobody coding, you are a someone because you're here with the wonderful community. So you are a somebody. You know. Everybody say hello to Coding Commander. Make her feel at home again. And tell her she is a someone. And you didn't answer my question, Coding. Which Linux distro do you use? You did cosplay modeling. Okay, well that's cool. Did you scare away a lot of the guys? I'm sure a lot of guys said, hey, you want to talk to her? Oh, forget about it. She's out of your league, right? Ubuntu. Okay, do you prefer Ubuntu Unity or Ubuntu with the new GNOME? I did not really care for GNOME or GNOME. GNOME has not found a home here. I tried it. I really wanted to like it, but it just did not work out. But what was I gonna say? I was right. Guys were scared of you. Okay. Old school. Aha. Coding, are you Italian? Come on, fess up. There's some Italiano blood in you, eh? That's right. You were crazy. You were not a nice girl. We can try maybe again this weekend to do a live stream, Switch. If we can get our schedules to match. If not, maybe I'll just have a guest co-host come on. Joe Panico showed some interest. Joe sometimes joins in on the Big Daddy Linux show on Saturday nights, so maybe then. Coding community, you're definitely part of the Linux community. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, this channel started next month it'll be Bob Helbig. Hey, paisano, what's up, man? Next month, the Total OS Today channel will be 8 years old. Didn't think I would be here this far, or 8 years later, and it's here because of the community. So you guys are somebody. All of you guys and girls are somebody. And I think one of the reasons this channel has lasted this long is because I treat everybody with respect, whether they have positive comments or negative comments or your opinion, as long as they're civil. Especially in the comments section. You know, some comments were a little bit brutal, and I would delete those. But overall, if a person needed help or asked a question, I answered it and tried to solve that problem as best as I could. I treated someone the way I would want to be treated. And I think that's why this channel has lasted this long. Just reading your comments, yeah. Well, coding, you fit here. You are one of us. So, anyway, that's why the channel. Okay, again, hello. But that's why the channel has lasted this long. I say what's on my mind. On both operating systems, I dual boot. Both operating systems, I say what's on my mind, both good and bad, both positive and negative. I call it as I see it. It doesn't mean I'm always right. I've probably lost as many subscribers as I've gained based on my Windows versus Linux views, but that's okay. I don't do that as much. But the golden rule always works. Boy, ain't that the truth. Absolutely. Spin Viking, hi. Yeah. Treat someone, even if you disagree. You know, how would... You know, I'm a big fan of the Ten Commandments. You know, now probably most of us have broken a lot of them, you know, one way or another. But you know, being human, being civil, you can never, ever go. I have never heard somebody say, "How dare he be nice with me?" That is awful. You're just not going to hear that, you know. Or what's your problem? You use Windows and not Linux, or you use Linux and not Windows. So, except for Rose, she is the absolute worst person on the show who says Windows sucks. Just as I was trying to be civil, Rose says, nah, 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 nah. It sucks. You guys are great. That was good timing, Rose. Thank you. Oh man. Is the music still playing? Yeah, it is. Music is from the YouTube audio library, by the way. I'm just going to turn it off with my earpiece. This is the playlist. Yeah, you know, I was born and raised a Catholic. I'm not overly religious, you know, but I do believe in common sense, you know. I mean, think about it. Gee, let me think. You know, do I want to treat that person like crap or not? Oh, that's a toughie. Of course you don't want to treat that person like crap. What's the matter with you? You don't need a commandment for that. It's just human nature, I think, to, you know, want to be human. Switch concurs with Rose with regards to the political agenda of Windows. Okay, well, the Windows politics may suck. I'll go that far. But the technology, the core operating system with Windows 10, if it didn't have the politics, it would be perfectly fine. Right? I think Switch might agree with that. If it didn't have the telemetry, or if they were more transparent up front about it, would not be an issue, right? Coding, you're too nice. People mistake kindness for weakness, so I tell them I tell them if you. That's why you're single. Coding, if I have you on the show, you have to promise not to curse, okay? If you can promise me that, maybe I'll invite you on the Life in Linux show. How does that sound? You crack me up. It will get bad with Windows S. Yeah. Not your Windows? Okay, fair enough. I'm nice to everyone. I just won't be around people that are not nice to me. Yeah, coding. That sounds good. That's a good rule of thumb. I don't perceive kindness as a weakness. I perceive it as a strength. That means you know what's right and wrong and what's good and evil. To me, that's a strength. If people or guys or whatever perceive your kindness as a weakness, then there's a problem with the other person and not you. Just as an outsider, I've never met you or talked to you in person, but the problem isn't you, in my opinion. That would be an honor. Can't you say yes? Frack would be good because I used to watch not Star Trek. Battlestar Galactica, right? Yeah. They would say, "Gee, what the frack?" or "You fracked up." Yeah, frack would be okay. Yeah, frack is acceptable. Yep. That would be an interesting live stream with coding commanders. Yep. Excuse me. Total OS After Dark. I like that. That has a nice ring to it. Welcome to the first Total OS After Dark. Tonight, we get together for the intriguing, seamy world of Linux kernels. Ooh. I'm here. I'm just drinking my Canada Dry ginger ale. I'm here. I had to give my throat a rest from talking. It's getting dry. I'm here. Borg Collective is in charge now. We are the Borg. You will be assimilated to Windows 10. Resistance is futile. We will add your biological distinctiveness to our own. Telemetry is futile. We control it all. Can't wait to get a tax refund. You got your own 8 terabyte external hard drive? Really? Okay. Well, if I had a big tax thing coming back, I would buy me a faster computer. The need for speed, right? Cody, I'm dedicating this song for you. It's called Sophomore Makeout. Yep. In fact, these songs, Let's see, let's see, let's see, let's see. Let's dedicate some of these songs to coding and make her feel at home. Let's see, Heated Seat. Let's see, Midnight. Sophomore, Make Out, Voyeur, and Up All Night. Those songs are dedicated to coding. How's that for good timing, right? Tax refunds, what are those? Really? You're walking on the beach? You are walking on the beach now? Oh, you freckle. On the beach. Absolutely good titles. I saved them all for you. Yeah, Spin. Peppermint OS absolutely runs fast. On a USB stick. It zips. I can imagine how fast it'll run as a full install. Would I buy a machine from Linux-based outfit like System Set? If I had to pick one machine, probably not. I'm not. They have the default GNOME desktop, or no, Pop OS is okay. Cody, you stop it. But you took off your sexy. God, it's getting hot in here. I gotta turn on my fan. Where's it at? Whew. Don't want my neighbors getting too excited. No, of course not. Did I miss anything? Says Labor. A whole bunch. You're trying to download Pythonista. I don't think I've heard of Pythonista. Pizza? But you're out of storage. Oh, awful. Looking forward to the beach. I'll be in St. Augustine in July. Whoa, lucky. Yes, St. Augustine, I've been there. It's the, I believe that's where they have the horses and the fort. Historical. I took my mom there once. She really enjoyed it because she grew up with horses in Italy. So St. Augustine is very nice. Yep, good one. I'm cooling down with my nice cold can here. That's better. So for those of you joining late, yeah, Coding, you are way south. You're probably 3 hours away from where you were at to St. Augustine. I'm trying to think of my geography. I was in Orlando. You're south. Yeah, you're probably at least 3 hours away if I had to guess. Okay, so for those of you joining late, the Fountain of Youth. Yes, Bob, absolutely. I did a full install on this machine. Sorry that it's kind of blurry, but on this Toshiba satellite, I did a full install of Makulu Linux. The install went fine. I dual booted, not a problem. Smooth. Could not connect to the internet. I probably could have fixed it. It was not on the mood. Linux Mint and Ubuntu did not have a problem connecting, so I deleted Makulu Linux, and that was basically my full install test of Makulu Linux. My next test will be Peppermint OS. 4.5 hours? I don't know. Maybe it is that long. Where are you at again, Coding? You want to see the Saint Photos Greek Orthodox National Shrine? Okay. I only made it to St. Augustine once. I didn't go north that far. I would go to Wakala quite a bit. I have friends there, friends from high school, Horsetown. But normally I did not go past Ocala. Okay, so you're by Boca Raton. You're near the shopping Misner Shopping Center or something. Yeah, I don't think it's 4 hours. I guess it would depend on traffic. Makulu Linux failed. Rose, the install went fine. I didn't have any problems. I was able to still dual boot. It just not would connect. It would not connect to the wireless internet. I'll put it to you that way, to my wireless adapter. I did not try hooking up directly, with the Category 5 cable. But that part failed, and I wasn't in the mood to troubleshoot or to fix it. I just wanted it to work out of the box. And anyway, I still think Makulu Linux looks fine, looks pretty. So if anybody out there happens to have a spare machine, sure, give it a shot. It might work for you. It looks different. It's customized. You don't have friends. Everyone tells me I have a lot of friends. You don't know why. Well, coding, let's see how many friends you have here. No, let me fix this. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You got a whole bunch of friends here. Makulu is based off of Ubuntu with the Cinnamon desktop, I believe, right? Yeah, Makulu Linux. Now they have a new one called Makulu Shift that is based off of Debian. I will not be testing that. But I believe it's based off Ubuntu, the LTS 16.04. And out of the box, it looks pretty. Yeah. The perfect gift for Valentine's Day gift. It's give your loved one a bootable CD of McCool Linux and make her happy. Yes, coding, you have friends. Everybody here say Happy Valentine's Day to coding. Everybody. Make her feel warm and welcome, even though she's probably warm on the beach. Excuse me. Coding, I've seen some of your videos on YouTube. I have to admit, I've never met a girl or seen a girl that's into what you do. That's unusual. I think it's kind of cool. Yeah. Because it's different. That's strictly my opinion as a New Yorker. You see what I'm saying? But yeah, that's how I see it. So. Anarita, happy Valentine's. Always good to have you on, Anarita. You're from Portugal, Anarita? I can't remember. Ah, pizza, the old kernel panics. That's a pain. Yeah, yeah. You don't believe in making friends. You're friends with everyone until they give me a reason not to be. Ah. Okay. Well, as far as making friends, you have to be introduced first and then talk to the person. I guess that would qualify as, quote, making friends. Get to know the person without getting too technical. Of course, with coding, you need to know how to code. If you can't code, sorry, you cannot be a friend of Coding Commander. Life according to Coding Commander. Oh, man. Late night with Toss and Coding Commander. Oh, God. Wife is calling to bed, so I must prefer I sleep on the dog. On the doghouse. Okay, got it, got it. Okay, all right. Very good. I know it's late. Okay, Rose. Yeah, I'll stick around a little bit longer. I should have just called this the Overnight Linux Show. Oh, you're in Canada. Portuguese. Very good, Anarita. Right, right. Okay. Think people think you think people think you're because you're cute. They don't account for my person. Oh, I see. So once they see the pretty face, but then they start talking to you, they go, oh, forget about it. I'm not going to talk to her anymore. See what I'm saying? Yes. Everybody say Coding Commander. Yes. Hi, Jason K. Yes. You are welcome, Coding Commander. So, yeah, maybe I will have you on a live stream. Why not? Why not? I don't think, have I done a live show with a female? I've done the news and nonsense show, recorded podcasts with Stephanie Forian, the independent. Oh no, I take that back. Oh, gee, how could I forget? Last year I did a live Google Hangouts with Stephanie, and it was completely enjoyable. She sang 3 songs for us. Check out Stephanie here. She's an awesome singer-songwriter. Let me write her name here. But look her up on YouTube. Oh, how can I forget? Stephanie from Boston. Yeah, that was the only live stream I did with a female, and it was awesome. It was totally appropriate coding. We didn't talk about the beach. We didn't talk about pizza. We didn't talk about any. We talked about Windows versus Linux versus Mac. We talked about singing, songwriting. We took people's questions. It was perfectly appropriate coding. So, yeah. Now, with you on the show, I don't have a freaking idea how it's going to turn out. Anyway. Kagan, you're more of a hardware guy. In the fall, I'm going to use your GI benefits to start evening classes for electronics. Oh, cool. Okay. All right. Very, very, very good. Very good. See, an inappropriate show with coding would be, we're running Linux. I'm giving a demonstration of a Linux distribution. And then it would crash live. That would be completely inappropriate, right, coding? That would be outrageous. You don't ever know how things will turn out when you're involved. I guess that's the fun part of life, isn't it? I remember a long, long time ago, and I know we're getting off topic here for Linux, but that's okay. I have to think now. It was late 80s. I had a blind date. One of my friends from school, he says, I want to set you up with a blind date. I'm like, really? You're more of a guessing guy. Okay. Anyway, I met this young girl at the local bar restaurant here. She came in, and I could tell she was shy. I was sitting at the bar. I said, look, why don't we just sit down at the table? We can grab something to eat. And all I remember is she didn't talk a lot. I did a lot of the talking. And I thought, well, you know, maybe she's just not into this or into me. So had a good conversation, one-sided. Of course, back then there was no Linux, you know, and all that. But anyway, to make a long story short, I thought, well, that was the end of that, you know, blind date. It didn't go well for whatever reason. It was all one-sided conversation. That's usually a signal where things are not going well, at least so I thought. It was maybe a week later, or maybe not even that. My friend calls. He says, so you had the blind date with the yeah, Kagan. He calls. He says, so you had. And I can't think of her name. I feel bad now. But anyway, he called. He says, so you had a blind date. You met. I say, yeah. He says to me, what did you do to her? I'm like, nothing. I swear. What did I do? I'm so sorry. He says, no. That's not what I meant. I'm like, what did I do? He says, he said she won't stop talking about you. I'm like, really? She didn't say much of a word that night. So I guess I got the wrong signal. But that was it. We never hooked up again, and that was the end of that. But that was strange. I have to admit. Normally, you know, when I'm with people, if the conversation is one-sided, it's usually not going well. But hey, maybe I'm wrong. Coding, you're shy in real life. You have bad social anxiety, but I'm good at like presentations. Well, here's some advice. Just Each new person that you meet, just picture them wearing a Linux mascot suit and you'll feel right at home. I feel like this is the social advice show for tonight. Yeah. I wonder what, since today was well, a few hours ago it was Valentine. I wonder what were the, yes, coding, of course, that would help. Today is Valentine's Day, so I wonder what would be the top Valentine's Day gifts for Valentine's Day. I don't know. I haven't bought a Valentine's Day gift in a long time. I know. Yeah. Hi, I'm Michelle. What's your favorite distro? That's an icebreaker. Sure. And I would reply, hey, it's Ubuntu Mate. What else? Bada bing. You remember starting out, YouTube was really shy about contact. Well, that's probably true with a lot of people if I had to guess. I mean, I don't know. Okay, so 1109 is still Valentine. Okay. Gaming computer is best Valentine gift you ever got. Wow, cool. Nice. There's an old joke for Valentine's Day. You may have heard of it, coding. There was a guy who's dating this girl. I guess he kind of likes her. So for Valentine's Day gift, he's kind of old-fashioned, sentimental. So for Valentine's Day, he sends her 11 roses. Not a dozen. Excuse me. He sends her 11 roses. And he did it on purpose because girls know that. They figure it out pretty fast. They notice things like that, right? So I guess the story goes she got one short of a dozen roses. Roses. She calls him. She says, "Thank you for the roses. They're beautiful, but you're missing a rose." And he says, No. There's a dozen roses. She says, "No, honey, there's only 11. He says, "There are 12 roses because you are the 12th rose." Isn't that a cool story? Loot Creative, Victoria's Secret bra. Anyway, that rose story, I'll never forget that. I've never tried it. It sounds almost corny, but I would have to try it to see if the girl knows that story. And by the way, coding, Chuck Norris knows Victoria's Secret. I love my Alexa. What time is it? Anyway. Subway sandwich. Those are pretty good. You cleaned up on Hanukkah. Your followers took care of you. Ah. Okay. Let us pray. Victory's Secret. Oh, she replied. Okay. Oh, Bob, you too. I was trying to do that to Lamer. I'm sorry. Hey, at least you know it works. I'm happy to test it for you. This is like, there's a Victoria's Secret. Where's Bob's Secret? Or it's very sexist. Where's where's Steve's secret stores? It's only one-sided. That's not right. I'm just saying. Your romantic pickup line was telling my wife you want to grow old and disgusting with her. I don't know about that one. Okay, yeah. I mean, it's cool to crack a joke, but that's out there. Of course, guys will always buy those. Yeah, well, I mean, it is Florida, right? All right, LJ, thank you for stopping by. What is the weather forecast since we're talking about Florida? Flood watch. Uh-oh. People are going to get wet tonight. I had a joke there, but I better not go there about getting wet. Anyway. You don't want to know Bob's or... No, I mean for the girls to walk into the guy's store. That's what I meant. Traumatic brain injury. I see. Yeah. Let's see. Drizzle, rain, 40. Oh, 40s. Okay, I'll take the 40s. Holy cow. Unseasonable in the 60s for February in Ohio. Is that what that's? Awesome. I might have to break out my bikini. Anyway. Oh, getting cold Friday with chance of snow. Okay, alright. By the way, this is the best weather app for Linux. Bar none. It always works 100% of the time. It's built into the Mate desktop. And it always works. So that's why I love Mate. It's one of the applets. It's one of the applets, and yeah, it just works. All right, LJ. Good night. Your coding name is Commander Candy because you're so sweet. But Yep. There's that one pickup line. Hey, my cell phone broke. Something like my cell phone broke, but my phone number doesn't work. Can I have yours? Or something like that. Hello, Flying Tex. My best pickup line is look that girl directly in the eye, smile, and say hi. Seems to work for me. It all comes down to the eye contact, guys. If you want a secret on how to impress a girl, look them in the eye like you mean it, and just say hi. You know, they notice the eye contact. It's 100%. That's what they notice. Coding, you're a joy to talk to. Hello, Flying Tex. He says, howdy, y'all. Welcome. I think you've been on the live stream before. If you have not, welcome to the live stream. Cobalt Technology. I don't know if you've been on before. If not, welcome to the live stream. This is turning into the Overnight Linux show, so why not? You guys joined late, but I did a full install test of Makulu Linux in my Toshiba satellite laptop. The install went fine. Dual booting went fine. I could not connect to the internet, so I stopped testing it. That was my semi-full test of Makulu Linux. Hey, I lost my phone. Can I call with your number? I like that. When you try to sell a guy something, look him in the eyes and smile. When I want to go on a date with a guy, you run away. Okay. They should make like a Valentine OS, right? Why not? Based off of what would it be based off of? I don't know. Oh, you're using a Toshiba satellite laptop right now? Cool. Wow. Awesome. Well, this is mine. I think it's an H3 something. It's from the late 2008, 2009. Harman Kardon speakers. It sounds awesome. The collagen made computer. You could get water out of a rock. Kind of love Ubuntu. I like that. Love Ubuntu. The new distro for lovers. Love Ubuntu. Based on love. Aww. I like that. Love Ubuntu. When Chuck Norris walks into a dark room, he doesn't turn on the light. He turns off the darkness. One of Alexa's jokes. You're new to the channel, okay? You've seen a couple of the videos in the past, like maybe 4 or 5. Oh, cool. Okay. Well, welcome, Cobalt. Nice to have you on. Yeah, the channel next month will be 8 years old. I started in 2010. I did my first show or podcast. Some of you may remember, you may have heard of IG, Infinitely Galactic from Australia, but my first podcast was with him a year later. We used to do the Tosscasts podcast about once a week. We would just, get on. He would be from Australia, me in Ohio, and yeah. Well, thanks for stopping by again, Cobalt. You're always welcome. Whatever you want to chat about. This is a community-driven channel. I don't only talk about Linux. Pizza, any guess on what Farron and you are working on? I don't know. Hi, Cobalt. Wasn't that a planet, a BS, Battlestar Galactica? I think it sounds like it. Was that the planet of the Cylons? I don't remember. When you want a girl's number, hire a kid to say, I lost my mom. Can I call her with your... they call you... Oh, you're so sneaky, Isaiah. That's a good one. Yeah, I like that one. Not completely honest, but I like it. I'm looking at my Toshiba. Hang on one second. I got the lights off. Let me turn the light on. My Toshiba is, in case you guys are interested, it's a Toshiba M305, if that means anything. Just noticed that the clip in the back broke or something. Anyway. But yeah, this still works. So after all these years, so figure why not? Put my light back up here on the stand. I can see better. Okay, there we go. Alright, so eye contact used to make me nervous that I moved up in rank and had to get it over so I could be a good leader. Ah, very good. Very good, sure. Start off by saying you use Debian testing XFCE. Okay, cool. I like Debian, more stable. I prefer Debian stable. You got 5 different distros last night. Okay. Farron, a program of yours in the distro. Okay, pizza, cool, cool. Toshiba got an older i3. All right, could be TermGet. Okay, I added 8 gigs of RAM. That should fly. Coding, do you dual boot or you just stick with Linux? I don't remember. You primarily Linux because it's more because you have more control. How do you guys like the background music? It's okay? It's from the YouTube audio library. All right, I'm going to shut off my phone here. I don't need to have it on right now. Doable for school pizza. Excellent. Okay, cool. Nice. Nice. Linux and Windows have an old laptop, just Linux. Okay. All right. Your tech teacher gives you back if you don't use the office. Oh, okay. I'll tell you what, let's go turn on the ticker since we have a lot of people tonight. Thank you for stopping by. It's very nice. I didn't expect too many people on. See, this is what the community is all about. It's all about friends coding. All right, let's turn on the ticker, see what pops up. Puppy Linux, old laptop can get the bootloader set, be able to boot without the flash drive plugged in. Okay, I don't mess with Puppy. Kagan, yeah, Kagan, thank you for your service. Yep. You can't hear the background music. Crank it up a little bit. I don't want to make it too loud. How's that? Pummeled by scandal, Uber hit with $4.46 billion in losses. Now, coding, what did you do? What did you do to Uber? Come on, fess up. Plasma on the laptop. You had the smoothest plasma you could ever have. Nice. Anything that runs smooth is nice. What can I say? Linux Lite. Yeah, Linux Lite is good. It's very good. Linux Lite, yep. KDE 9. That's the German KDE, which means no, right? 9. You hear Uber are... I can't say one way or the other, coding. I don't know. I really don't know. Running MX Linux right now, okay. Simple Tech, okay. Yep, there's something to be said for simplicity. That's why I'm running Ubuntu Mate. It's simple, and it just works. You know, that's the way I like it. Least headaches. So that's how I see it. You don't like having to mess with your environments. Okay. Well, desktop environments, I used to tinker with them in the past, but you know, once I have something working, I'm not that into themes that much. You know, this is, I think, the default theme. I just get right to my, you know, apps where I need to go. I just go right to it. So yeah, it just works. So that's how I see it. Okay, Flying Text. Yeah, I mean, I think the Windows version looks fabulous. It got my attention. It's different. So, you know, the other one is Shift. I took a look at it. It's okay. That was Debian base. The default theme didn't really grab me. So yeah. I'm just looking at the ticker feed. Ubuntu adds minimal install option to installer. Okay. Hello, Rick. You're late. That's okay. I wasn't planning on being this late. I basically talked about running a Makulu Linux full install on my Toshiba laptop. The install went great. Could not connect to the internet, so that was the end of that. And that was my test. You like writing code, pretty default, maybe change font or to a dark theme. Okay, all right. Ubuntu. Normally, from what I understand, Cobalt, Linux plays best with NVIDIA or Intel drivers versus AMD, from what I understand. But I think video drivers are a hit and miss. Yeah. I grew up when Windows was gray with the blue background. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Pizza, I would just pick one distro that's stable and just, stick with that for what you have to do. Whether it's Linux Lite or Ubuntu Mate or Peppermint or whatever, white or bright backgrounds. Okay, well, I wear contact lenses, so this background right now is fine for me. So a yearly challenge this year, you have to use Ubuntu based distro for 1 year and choose Linux Lite. Next year, Arch based and Tergos. Ah, okay. You was a kid, you had DOS. Yes, you did. Next year, Gen 2. Ooh, the tough one. Your system hates everything except KDE and XFCE. Okay, all right. Do we ask Linux users go through a phase that we have to try everything out there and tweak the heck out of it, then settle down with one distro and occasional look around? Tim, when I first started off years ago, I was a distro hopper master. Then I finally stopped. I think I stopped distro hopping. I started to stop with Ubuntu Unity. I kind of fell in love with it. But there is that tendency to be geeky. Oh, let's try this. But at this point, if I spend most of my time just distro hopping, I will never post video. I mean, I won't have time. I mean, it can be a headache. So I'll distro test, but I won't distro hop. I web browser hop. Yeah. Well, back then it was Windows and nothing else, really. Back in the 90s, pretty much, right? Terminal lovers. Okay. Well, Windows XP with Service Pack 3 was pretty good. It was pretty fast and stable. Yep. Why does Snapchat need a petition with 1 million signatures? I'm looking at the ticker feed. I have no clue. Apple's HomePod speakers leave white marks on wood. Ooh, I bet that hurts. But anyway, I might not do it. A bunch of people at school say if you switch to Linux, they would make rants about your distro. Well, just do it for yourself, Pizza. Yeah. Yeah, that joke was for coding. Anyway, Windows 7 was good. Windows 7 is what Vista should have been. It worked out of the box. It was great. Windows 8 was an experiment that failed and morphed into Windows 10, and this is where we are at. So, yeah. I mean, Windows 10 works. It's great for gaming, no doubt. So, yeah. I want a butt DOS, and first so I can play childhood games. Ah, okay. Like Pong and Space Invaders, Centipede, right? Well, Windows 7 is good for another couple years before they stop updates on it, if I am not mistaken, if I remember correctly. So that's okay. Windows 7 is still good. Well, 10 again, it's the politics behind it. It's not for me. For a lot of people, the core system works. It's stable, gaming. It works. But all the telemetry stuff and the spying, that's not necessary, in my opinion. Jalcom Linux. Well, hello. That is a new name, I think. If you are here to the first stream, welcome. great to have you here for this turning out to the Overnight Linux show, and that's fine with me. Commander Keen. Okay. A huge surge of Linux users. Yeah, that might be true, Cobalt. Yeah. Who knows how many people I helped introduce or switch to Linux. I should do a poll. Did Tostoday help you switch to Linux? Who knows? Vista was a disaster, Jalcom. Yeah, it was a joke. They rushed it out, and yeah, Windows 7 is what Vista should have been. They got Windows 7. I think they learned their mistakes with Vista, and with 7 I think they nailed it. Stable, easy. It just worked out of the box. So yeah, 7 is good. Well, I think once people started realizing that you couldn't use Vista with 512 of RAM, you know, for kernel's sake. Yeah, as long as you had at least 2 gigs, you were probably going to be okay. But they didn't do that. They didn't say that. They said it would work with 512. You could install it with 512 of RAM, but you wouldn't get far. It was bad. Think Windows would ever go open source, adopt Red? I don't think so. I don't think so, Tim. Yeah, that's my opinion. If they did that, then Windows would have to replace it. Microsoft would have to replace it with something else. It's my opinion. Facebook is spamming users via their 2FA phone numbers. I don't know what that is. Anybody know what that is? I don't know. YouTube TV is adding more channels. I guess that's okay. The Windows 10 update really slowed down his computer. Yeah, it didn't make much of a difference, Kagan. To me, it runs the way it should, in my opinion. Microsoft is like anti-open source. Yep, pretty much. Yes, an old computer with less than a gig of RAM, Ubuntu should be fine. I believe you can run it with as little as 256 RAM, I think. 760, I mean, it won't fly or anything, pizza, but it should be okay. One of the few Linux distros you can run with that low RAM. Should be okay. I also use Linux Mint Cinnamon, one of my ThinkPads, yep. Ever since you came to Linux, the way Windows works felt so wrong. I don't know if I... Well, the number one thing I don't like about Windows is the update process. It takes too long, and the rebooting drives me nuts. That's why, right now, Windows 10 is my backup OS. In the past, it was my primary OS with Linux as the backup, but not anymore. That's how better Linux has gotten. Firefox Quantum, the latest one, should not be slow. It fires up pretty fast in Linux and Windows. So something else is going on, evidently. Yeah. Dad, Windows. He was a CS professor and taught C# Java. Oh, okay, cool. Coding. That's why it's in your blood. Now now the truth comes to light. Okay, got it. See, they should make you when they do the next Star Trek show, you should be a guest host as Admiral Coding Commander. You know, you can do a guest spot on the show. You know, dressed in a real nice uniform, if you know what I mean. Come on the bridge and say, "Hey, Check out this uniform. Haha. Well, okay, Pete. If you don't have enough RAM, yeah. That's going to be a problem. Programming at elementary school. Cool. Nice. Yeah, you will have to install Windows 10 in 2020 or 2021, something like that. You got a Trek bikini. Really? Coding. Wow. Interesting. Does it have a built-in communicator? Does it call out? Windows 7 Office, good workflow. Bearwolf. Yeah, I would have to agree. Yeah. Welcome, Bearwolf. I would have to agree there. Ubuntu wants to collect data about your system. Are you seeing that ticker at the top? Oh, here we go. Controversy. Ubuntu. Collecting data. Oh, that's sacrilegious. I just saw that. I'll have to look into that. It's tomorrow, Thursday? Yeah. I did post the top 5 Linux apps based on your comments. Tim, sorry, I kept you on. I'm sorry. 5:30 wake up. Okay, alright. Be safe. Be safe. Yeah. Get some sleep. I'll catch you on the next one. Okay, Tim? Thank you. Ciao. You asked for a weapon, but it just got the bikini. Well, he also has another box of gifts, and that was from an old cosplay fan. Oh, okay. Alright, cool. See, it's nice to be noticed. What was I going to say? So I posted a video of the top 5 Linux apps based on your comments. Now, without cheating, what do you think the #1 Linux app is? Anybody? The first person to get it right will get a cookie from Coding from Florida. Florida cookie. The minimal install might be a net installer, Spin Viking, with very few apps, if I had to guess. Just a base install, I think. You bake, cool. Firefox was in the top 5. Well, Solus is not an app. That's a distro. Spin, but you can have another guess. Solus was up there, so it is a net installer. Okay, all right. Firefox, I think, was number 2, 3. I can't remember. Wait a minute. Yeah, okay. LibreOffice, yeah, that was number 1. That surprised me a little bit, as far as the best Linux. I mean, it's multi-platform, but LibreOffice was voted, I mean, by far. Yeah, I mean, way ahead. I guess it works. Super Tux Card was not on the list, Kagan. In fact, I don't think any games were really mentioned. Nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying. Pizza, you got it. Yeah. Yes, Coding will bake you all cookies. Okay, Coding, send everybody a virtual cookie. There we go. Actually, this is what we can do. I can have Coding on the live show. She'll bake some cookies and she'll show them to you. How's that? She'll make cookies shaped like the penguin. Penguin cookies. Now see? How did I know that? Duh. I wonder how Apple's HomePod speakers leave white marks on wood. Putting the jokes aside. I mean, don't they freaking test these things? See, they should hire Italian testers. Hey, Paulie, did you check the HomePod speakers? No, forget about it. I'm eating pizza here. What do you mean tested? Ah, that's right. The browser cookies. That's one for Lamer. Good one. Pizza, yeah, we could probably have you on the show one of these sometime this year if me and Switch can't get on. Yeah. Ah. Okay. The HomePods. I haven't heard anything or read anything yet about the HomePods, Lamer, so I don't know. If Apple would like to send me one to test, I will be happy to tear it apart and say that it's not. Nah, I wouldn't do that. I would give it a fair review. So Pizza Wednesday next week, maybe we shall see. Pizza 6:30 Eastern. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. The show have a redneck to test the HomePod. Okay. I love my weather app in the Mate desktop spin. Absolutely. HomePods are worse than... You mean people are eating HomePods too? Oh, man. That's a bad. Over the head and see it leaves a white mark. Yeah, how's about it? Hit you over the head. See if it leaves a white mark. Good one, Kagan. I don't know. I'll have to check out some of the reviews on YouTube. I mean, I don't know if they're worth $350. I think I would spend that money and buy a base Bose Wave radio for that kind of money, because I know they sound awesome. But that's my opinion. I have Ubuntu Mate 17.10. Whatever that's based on. I forget off the top of my head. Oh, because I see. They have it locked down only to use Apple. I get it. Okay. Well, I guess that would make sense if you're into Apple stuff. Now with Amazon, I'm not really. I mean, I have to use Amazon Music. I can use iHeart and Pandora and stuff like that. So I have a little bit of flexibility. But if the Apple pod is locked down, that's not user friendly. Artful, okay, Flying Take, yeah. Artful Aardvark, yes, because the next one will be Bionic Beaver. It's ingrained in blood as the CF professors. Ah, okay, all right. I don't hate Apple. I mean, it works. A couple weeks ago, I went to the Apple store on a Saturday in Pittsburgh, and she's not the lady I went up with. She's not technically. She's the opposite of coding commander. Knows nothing about stuff like that. So we drove up there. And there was a 2.5 hour wait, and I was like, oh crap, I forgot to call and make an appointment. So anyway, we got it taken care of. Tim, your wife just gave you the Dork of the Day award. Okay, went to get ready for bed. In a panic, she told me our app with the realtor appointment. It's Friday. Cool. Time for a blue moon and continue. Very good. Very good. Are you buying a house, Tim, or selling a house? Boy, that can be stressful. To show you everyone a picture about the pods. Okay. Okay, pizza. Take care. That Tide Pod thing of people eating, that is bizarre. That is very, very bizarre. Ubuntu, but you can try Ubuntu now. Download a daily image. Spin if you want to. One bedroom apartment on. Nothing wrong with that. I used to have, when I first moved down to Florida, a one bedroom apartment. It wasn't on the beach, but it was good enough. I was in Florida. Coding, yeah. So you're in. It all comes down to location, and you have it. Coding, so yeah. Lakeshore, northern Minnesota, close to a town called Brainerd. Okay, Tim, cool. Well, I hope it works out for you. Want me to look at the picture? Will not show anonymously. I'll have to look at it later. Anyway. The worst you did as kids was extreme hot sauce challenge. I don't even want to go there, Kagan. Extreme hot sauce challenges. Ah, so you played a lot of games with coding. But bum bum. Oh, we have 2 people from Minnesota. Very good. Very good. Cool. I've never been to Minnesota. I mean, I know it gets really cold there, but yeah. There you go. You're buying a house, selling a house. I mean, you know, you go shopping, and you know, sometimes you can find a house within a week, but sometimes it takes months, maybe a year. Cody, will you stop it? Oh, man. Last home, retire, would go south. Mama was wanting to stay. Okay. Got it, Tim. Okay. Oh. Yep. Hopefully it will be the last, because you know, it can be stressful. You know, when I sold my house in Florida, it was stressful. So, I mean, it turned out okay. But yeah. Invalid request. Anyway. Let me try. Let me web browser hop to Brave, see if it works there. Anybody use Brave browser? Invalid. Okie dokie. Okay, candy pods. Okay, alright, got it. Knew a guy from Minnesota, and only because he moved here for the Smoky Mountains. Ah, okay. Flying text, it worked up to a point. I installed it as a dual boot, not a problem. Installed smooth, went fine. Rebooted, I was able to boot the Windows. Makulu ran smooth. Went to do the updates. Error after error. It says I was not connected to the internet. My internet, I had the internet adapter turned on or the wireless adapter on, and that was the end. So I mean, I probably could have figured it out, but I wasn't in the mood. You may have better luck. I mean, I love the way it looks, the Windows version. I mean, it looks nice out of it. It just does. It's something different. So try it out. It may work for you. Yeah. Use Brave on sensitive stuff. Okay. You hate when people send you messages. Also saying things like, "Can you help me?" and they refuse to look at my tutorials. So say, "Can we?" or "You have." Got it. Okay. Can Pale Moon be downloaded to Ubuntu Mate? I think so. Spin, yeah. Yeah, as far as I know, yeah, it should work. Autobahn by Detroit Lakes. Okay. And normally when I travel, of course it's been a while, I just head straight down south. Straight down to Florida. I want to go somewhere nice and warm, and yeah, the heat doesn't bother me. So I didn't have any issues with heat when I lived down there. So I was lucky. You know, it's pretty lucky. So yeah. I'll be the referee, not the referee. What's the word I'm looking for? Yes, I'll be the referee, so you guys can get to a fight. I'll be the mediator, not a referee. Yeah, I'll be in this corner, standing at 5 foot some inches, is crazy coding commander. In this corner, standing at whatever. 5 foot 9 inches. Is whatever. That's right. So you want to talk to code, you got to get through me first to talk to coding, okay? That link should work? Okay. I'll have to check it later. I'm probably going to end this soon, so. But yeah, that Tide Pod thing it's bizarre. It is weird. I don't know what people are smoking or drinking, man, but that's don't you dare coding. Anyway. Let's see what's up with the news real quick. Two-factor security feature to the worst kind of spam. Oh no. Fujifilm announces video focus H with in-body image stabilization. Ah, that's for coding. You already said, don't you dare. Get ready for Galaxy Unpacked 2018. Aha, I wouldn't mind winning a Samsung prize pack. Yeah. Steam removes developer caught reviewing its own game. Ah, okay. Check out the science section. Musk's Tesla to stay in space for millions of years. Wow, that's a hell of an extended warranty. But a bump bump. A solar storm is approaching Earth. Well, that's one thing hotter than coding. Monster Antarctic iceberg gets its big break. Ooh. Look out. Let's do a quick Linux search. See what's up. The best Linux distribution. Good night, Spin. What would that be? You get messages like, I want to write an app using PHP. It needs to have an e-commerce page that includes, so how do I... Ah, okay. I guess you know how to do it. yeah. Go get... I should have a soundboard, Kagan. But right. So next time coding comes on... Linux Journal winners, Debian, OpenSUSE, and Fedora. Oh, those are the 3 winners for distributions. That's interesting. I never would have guessed that. Let's see. Yes. KDE Linux Mint 18.3 will be the last. You charge $150 an hour. Oh, you're having a special coding. Very nice. ZFS. All right, coding. Quick question. What is ZFS for Linux? Come on, you should know this. Let's get with the program here. Confessions of a Linux Lover. Coding. I didn't know you wrote an article. Oh my. Why Linux is better than Windows or Mac OS for security. I think we all know the answer, don't we? Yeah. The Linux Ranger sounds like a Western. Instead of the cowboy on the horse, you've got the penguin. People ask you to build apps in languages. Oh, okay. Why, they think you're a language expert. Hacker install Linux on the Nintendo Switch, but does it work? You do write articles, okay. Well, let's see what this person wrote. This Linux lover. That is right. It is a file system JSON, if I am not mistaken. ZFS, yes. Tux Norris, of course. Let's see here. Puppy Linux, they like Puppy Linux. These freaking pop-ups. Reader mode, thank you. Let's see what else is here. Customization in Linux. Yep, you can do that. Mention of LibreOffice. Firefox, the best, most popular contribution to the internet experience. Okay, alright, we got that out of the way. Let's see what else we got. I just noticed the wheel on my mouse like squeaks ever so lightly. Like, give me some oil. You can't hear it, but I can hear it squeaking. Let's see what's new in entertainment. Kylie Jenner, first Valentine's a mom. Oh, good for her. Ooh. Passengers recall Flight from Hell has a 3-year-old scream for 8 hours straight. Wow. Okay, Jason, have a good one. Thank you for stopping by. Thanks. I guess that would be a flight from hell. Jeez. 8 hours straight? Call an exorcist. Oh, man. Well, the real Saint Valentine, I looked it up many years ago. It was beheaded. I guess they didn't believe in too much romance back then, did they? Yeah, Jason, thank you. Okay, cool. I have a special mouse pad. I don't know, it's really smooth. The person that gave it to me said it has some special, that has some special kind they have at the job. Okay, I don't know. Let's see what else we have here. And nothing else there. Okay. Alright, this is the last call for chat because I'm going to wrap this up here in a few minutes. I think I'm ready for bed also. Stormy Daniels' tale gains renewed momentum with Trump lawyers' claims. Of course it would. Trump endorses 25% gas tax hike. Yep, making America poor again. Jeez. Okay, Flying Tex, have a good one. Oh well. Alright, anything else, guys, before we wrap this up? So I think the next thing I'll test is probably Peppermint OS as a full install. See how that works out. Always should go for a nice, fast operating system. So let me shut this down here at the top. I think we're good with that. Anyway, this was fun, everyone. So I'll catch you on the next live stream. Welcome to the couple of the people in chat who are new to the live stream. Always a pleasure. Coding, always fun having you on. Stay safe there in Florida on the beach. And I'll check in with you guys sometime this week, I'm sure, maybe for the weekend. And we'll see what's up with that. And coding, I'm going to hold you to that live stream special with Coding Commander and teaching us how to code or not. Have those cookies ready. It's not how fast yours goes, it's how you use it. That is true. That is true. If it's not stable, yeah. It was a fun night. Yeah, I wasn't expecting a lot of people to be on, but obviously sometimes you people like myself get bored. You want to do something that's fun, that you can, engage someone with. Totally get it. I'm totally with you guys, and I'm happy to share, my knowledge, and my jokes and some other jokes. Okay, coding. Thank you. Thank you. I'll catch you next time. Be safe in sunny Florida. Well, not tonight, but you know what I mean. Cool. Okay. So I think that's it. I'm gonna grab me another drink. I think some mango orange juice upstairs. Man, I drank like 2 cans of this stuff tonight. But that's it. When the furnace runs 24 hours, practically get dry skin. Yeah. Anyway. Okay. Well, if anything else comes up, let me know, guys. And that's it for this one. Have a good night, a good morning, and be safe. I'll catch you next time. Take care.